Why, hello there, and I'm Chris, and either welcome or welcome back. Today I will be recording Rogue Trader again.
Always have a backup plan.
The second episode of that. We left off, we picked up our battle sister, and yeah, a new gun, new toys. And we are commencing. We are not far from the end of the prologue, actually, or tutorial prologue thingy, so let's move onward.
Rise to the top, or
Don't
get
you
left
dare
in the
to
dust.
cross us!
Oh, why hello there.
Save you.
And right into the battle we go, apparently.
That's not the Seneschal's job. One fewer target!
Ah! Bloody hells. That used up all my movement, apparently. Or
Victory is imminent.
I can still target this one, though.
At your beck and call.
I serve the ruinous powers.
I will endure.
Well, that did not go as planned.
Chaos guides me.
Yeah, we're gonna still move there.
Rejoice in battle. Each strike is a prayer. As the
Should've
Emperor
probably
commands,
used that
I
one.
act.
I currently don't know how this one works. More momentum. Yeah, that is already looking a little bit better, though. Not too much. Of course. And we end our turn.
Out of my way.
My faith shields me. Anything is.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
And yeah, we end our turn here too.
I serve the ruinous powers. Such is the will of chaos.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Yeah, we're gonna give him that one too. And let's get rid of them, because we've have no melees here, and I don't want to move Abelard down here for that one guy. So yeah, let's try to get rid of that one.
I'll make it happen. Another enemy down. Death to non-believers.
It will be done. I took care of this one.
Oh. Nah. I would mostly hit him, so let's not do that. Well.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
She can actually move a little bit ahead.
They who discern the future on the battlefield. Ah! Be gone.
Who if not me? Let's make some opportunities. Never stood a chance.
Nice.
I will do my duty.
Guided by faith.
Your faith was not strong enough. We could run and gun, but that's just one target, I think. Yeah, one target. That's not worth it. I think I'm gonna move in from here, so I have still the potential of
There is movement in the Empyrean. What an unfortunate turn of fate.
to hit them
Did I
with
mention that
hold.
my whispers tell me jokes? Jokes that once said aloud make your eyes bleed and blood curdle. Talk about black comedy.
See, there's still some we can collect here. Let's see. So yeah, this one is like a logic test. Hold is having the most,
Just as
That?
I planned.
but otherwise, like other characters, if they would have been better at that skill, that task, they would have done it. And that is something I appreciate a lot in, let's say, by comparison to Baldur's Gate. I appreciate Baldur's Gate for what it does. It does a lot of good things, definitely. It is more of a
I'll
single
always
player
keep my
experience,
options open.
but so. Like, here we have the option, like, to use Demolition, and Argenta would have been better at that. But we have more, of whatever that is. So we're gonna go with the tech use.
I always get the job done. Success is the only outcome I accept. Always keep your eye on the prize.
Ah yeah, now we can use this one.
That's how it's done. Just as I planned.
Not really much to do or say here. Hold on. Okay. I was just checking. I wouldn't want like another one video wasted because I forgot to unmute myself, babbling on about like if I'm doing the babblings, which I'm not a huge fan of, to be honest. But if I do that, then I at least want it to be heard. So I think there was nothing that much more. So yeah, fucking up the camera here. So I think we can commence. Let's see. Yeah. And there we have to use the demolition. So, character name.
Duty prevails.
Again, Tom. We'll have to do that one. And we have a level up, which is lovely. We have gotten the dismantling attack, and we are free to choose a skill. In this one, with the available talents, we get the option of picking an operative skill. In the later one, the next one, we will not have that option. I do like the Be Smart ability, as we can use for our intelligence for all the fellowship skills instead, which would improve our character's success rate at convincing people and stuff like that. Currently, we do not have a character that is built on fellowship, so it could come in handy. Let's see. That's not too bad. Like, those are like the recommended skills. I think I like the instant exposure, though currently we are not using our full AP anyways. There's actually a nice combat insight. We have a high perception. I want to make him like more of a sniper, so that one could also come in handy. But then again, we would have to be on a map that allows for a distance of 11 cells and further. I also like the offensive pattern prediction, so as everything we see has an exploit applied, I think that could come in handy. I think I'm gonna go for that one. So pacifying. No, I like that one actually. I can even like highlight it. Liked skill. That one too. And yeah, for now that would be complete for this character. Now off to the next one. That is an easy pick. Complete. So with her, she is both... Oh, interesting. I guess that's a complete then. And same for her, apparently. Weird. I thought I could decide things for them as well. At this point in time, that is. So...
Success is the only outcome I accept.
looting everything we can find for now.
Is there money to be made?
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Sure, armor for our tank. We don't mind that. Sure. A Sister Sororitas actually can use another medkit, so we're gonna give her that. And the other one, I think, to Adelard, as that one is already partially used. Do we have here a shotgun? Oh well. Let's commence. The roar of the flames rings in your ears, and the choking smoke makes you cough and grasp for air. You instinctively recoil from the scorching heat whipping your face. A moment later, a hazy silhouette forms in the raging wall of fire. You are surrounded by ear-splitting noise and screaming, yet you distinctly hear the sound of footsteps, and then you see the figure walk out the fire towards you. It is Theodora van Valencius. Her expression is calm, terrifyingly so for someone whose body is engulfed in an inferno. One of her hands is resting on the hilt of her power sword, the other is raised in an inviting gesture.
An apparition. A sorceress. Apparition. Trickery of the warp.
Sister, you will lower your weapon. Threatening the Lord Captain is outrageous.
Despite his commanding tone, Adelbard does not sound too confident. He is staring at the rogue trader, and you notice a muscle in his cheek twitching. This is impossible.
I doubt you are aware of the limits of what is possible. For your worldview is but an iota of what a rogue trader knows and sees. But I can tell that you would like me to share that knowledge with you. That power over reality. I can lead you out of these flames, show you a path, rid you of pain, and give you a weapon so that you may defeat your enemies. Decide.
Your mouth begins to salivate. Each word Theodora speaks is like music to your ears. The entity that now dwells in the deepest recess of your mind is pleading, begging, demanding that you give her an immediate answer. And that answer can be nothing other than acceptance.
Do not listen to this abomination. If there is naught but his light in your heart, if you are resolute in your faith, then step into the flames. The Emperor protects. His faithful will not be deterred by either darkness or deceitful promises. Nor will the fire burn those who carry the torch of faith in their soul.
To the void with you. We need to follow Lady Theodora before we suffocate in this furnace.
The people! The survivors from the middle decks! We must help the crew! Lead them out! Find a way around!
Then we'll miss our chance to meet up with Edel. What are we waiting for?
I will not leave my people in harm's way. Those aren't yet my people, but I think that would be like the thing that we go for. The iconoclast is what I'm going direction-wise. And yeah, like right here, like even if I have the will and the faith to go through the flames, that doesn't mean that everyone else has. And that one is just out of the window. At least for this character. You look away and the illusion breaks. The unbearable heat instantly makes your skin burn, and the voices of the people beyond the shroud of smoke grow stronger. And hopeful, once you and your companions run back, barking orders and guiding the survivors. In your determination, you completely forget about Theodora, and when you turn your head, you see nothing but the bellowing fire. Throughout this game, we will have like a couple more of those decisions.
Where did she go? The thing that was standing in front of us in the fire? I could have sworn. To the same place all unholy visions go. Do you want to follow it, witch? The Emperor favors me today.
Too late. We are too late. Or perhaps Edelthrad and his escort never made it here. Which would be even worse.
Or they could be fighting on the bridge as we speak, without us.
My lord, I beg your pardon for interrupting. The people are asking for orders. You came back to save us. So now we will follow you through thick and thin.
To the bridge. If Edelthrad is there, then he requires immediate assistance. I say there is one thing that I find most troubling. The Lord Captain's Voxcasts. They are still coming in, even though it would make sense for Lady Theodora to be on the bridge right now, at the head of the counter-assault. I feel uneasy. What if the Lord Captain is besieged in her own chambers? With your permission, I suggest that we confirm for ourselves that she is not. We can use the same elevator that Lady Theodora and Mort headed for earlier.
Sure. Again, I have not progressed far in this game. So, Ah! Okay, there's nothing in this room in which I struggle to get in. Like, I can move my camera with a WSD, but, I don't wanna. I'm currently smoking, so yeah, I'm, a little occupied with that hand. I don't think there was anything.
I always have a backup
The
plan.
whispers told me a secret.
This is intriguing.
What's this? Plasma cannons place with energy capable of powering a vast void ship. Okay, not much more there.
Keep your wits about you.
Thus we are in the captain's quarters. There are other rooms we can explore, but there's nothing worthwhile in there, so we're gonna go right ahead in there.
rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Theodora von Valencia's body is sprawled on the large, blood-drenched desk. The Ark Militant's corpse, still clutching a weapon, slumped against one of the bulkheads.
Emperor, accept thy faithful souls. No! Lord Captain, I didn't hear a thing. Not a whisper, not a breath. It was so loud. Why didn't I foresee this?
Lord Captain. Who would even dare? Unless that rat, Voidsphere.
I doubt it. Vorktivir wished humiliation and suffering upon Theodora, not a swift death.
It could have happened in the heat of battle. Not to mention that Mort was here. And he would have protected Lady Theodora to the last.
Yeah, but, like...
How could Mort have failed her so terribly? The Arch-Militant was born on a death world. He had lightning-fast reflexes.
I can look at things in my own way. If you find something that might bear the imprint of the killer, just give it to me, and I'll try to see what secrets it holds.
Examine Theodora's body. You lean closer to the body. The cause of death is apparent. The rogue trader's life was ended by an auto-pistol shot, an extraordinarily accurate one at that. Theodora's face bears an expression of surprise, the last emotion she experienced in life. Something on the floor catches your eye, a heap of blood-spattered parchments and scrolls that must have fallen off the desk. As you lean down for a closer look, you notice something else, small shards of glass scattered on the floor. Inspect the shards by the desk. It is difficult to say what exactly was broken. The object fell on the floor, and that is as much as you can ascertain. Upon closer examination, the shards appear iridescent rather than completely transparent, as if they had been submerged in promethium, raw term for combustible fuel in the Imperium of Man. Idira, what do these shards tell you?
I see streaks of color, luminescence, blue lights, faces drawing closer. Lady Theodora and Conrad and what is that? Ah! Something dark, enormous. Oh, this glass thing was something foul, that's for sure. Tainted witchcraft.
Inspect the papers. Reports, accounts, dispatches. You go over the scrolls until you stumble upon a document that is starkly different from the rest. It is a handwritten letter signed with the initials X and C, and a seal with a symbol that is vaguely familiar to you. Item received, handwritten letter with a seal. Continue. Lore Imperium test succeeded, and sends a shiver down your spine. The author of this letter addressed to Theodora von Valencia, signed it with a seal of one of the holy orders of the Emperor's Inquisition. The secret police of the Imperium that relentlessly hunts heretics, Xenos, and other enemies of humanity. Experience gained. Yay! Examine the Ark Militant's body. An auto-pistol shot went straight through Mort's forehead, spraying the floor and the furniture around with blood. Brain matter and shards of his skull. The safety on the Ark Militant's weapon is off. The killer must have been a split second quicker than he. We had best be on our way.
Yes, the crucible of battle calls to me once more. No, wait! We must see if we can find anything.
Idira, you can't bring her back. Let her go.
You'd give up so easily, old man? I expected as much from the sister. It's not like she has a heart. But you? Oh no. I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll find the one responsible for murdering the Lord Captain. And when I do, that scum will regret the day they were born.
Well, there's still loot to be had, so do not fret, we do not leave just yet. Oh yeah, very nice. I don't know what to do with this one yet. Because again, we don't have a character that is building on Fellowship just yet. Oh, there. Look. There's still some goods there. Oh yeah, nice. This item here needs a dogmatic follower. Our character is nowhere near being dogmatic. However, we do have someone with dogmaticism. I think level 3 or 2. We need level 2 for this one. What does it do? Grants swear immunity to enemy criticals for the first 3 rounds of combat. Oh, that's nice. And I'm gonna take the bracelet. Actually, I'm gonna give her the cape. Because I know we will still find one that is better for Abelard yet to come. So, yeah. Gonna pick that up and move further ahead. I don't think there was anything more in this room. So yeah, let's just really move ahead.
Not dawdle.
Or not, I suppose.
With fire and vigor, our Emperor, imbue us!
Abelard can remain there. I think she's gonna move to here. So will the Sister of Battle. I'm gonna position myself somewhere far back. Like here maybe. I could go here, but what for?
At your beck and call. It will be done.
Okay. Weird, we have to go in a strange curve. It will cost us all our movement, so we don't do that just now. Just move there, and then we use...
My place is at the fore. One fewer target.
this attack, I suppose. And we end the turn. Sure. Actually, I'm gonna move a little bit. Maybe even to here.
It's as good as done. I'll make it happen.
That was not the damage I expected. Oh well.
On it.
Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
We might hit Abelard with this one.
Anything else? Well,
My ears are ringing.
But we have dispatched of most of the opponents, so that's not too awful. He's trying to move out. Nice. Very good, Abelard. Let's go here.
Tried
And
and
attack.
tested tactics are the best ones. Grey hair, sure hand. At your beck and call.
Who, if not me? I don't need luck. I have strategy.
Sure, we can use this one.
Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
Not quiet.
will do. Be gone. My whispers crave
Is there money
entertainment.
to be made?
In fact, we have no character that is stupid. So
I will lead us to fortune.
let's see what we can pick up with the next available rank. Let's see, what can I pick up here? Yeah, that's nice and all. Oh, I did not pick that one up. The one I marked with the star. Ah, there it is. Sure. And complete. Ah, yeah, we got the exposed weakness thing. Alright, cool. I like the thick skin. What is a little bit noteworthy, I suppose, is that she is not a sanctioned Psyker. For Psyker Minoris to like have access to more powerful Psyker abilities, one would have to be either level 9 or level 4 and a sanctioned Psyker. So she has not the ability to pick up Psyker Minoris yet. Our character would have been, but I don't know. It is something that we definitely need to pick up if we want stronger Psyker abilities. Thus far, I'm good though. Let's see. I don't mind this ability. As a kind of defensive ability. I don't mind this one as an offensive one. I don't mind this here, as it is more permanent. I like that one. A natural luck would also been rather nice, like it would increase our survivability. We wouldn't be critically hit necessarily, so. But for now I think I will pick up the Fate Bringer in this one. So. She's a soldier, and as you may have noticed, yeah, they are running out of bullets very, very fast. And I don't think it's a good one to pick up the rapid reload on those. So yeah, we gotta pick up that one. And then we commence. This a go. Lovely. But yeah, this is where we will face the final boss of the tutorial, in a way.
The second sacrifice draws its gaze.
Very stealthy.
Help has arrived. Too late to change the tide, I'm afraid. But if there is any honor in you, we can at least die with dignity and give our lives for the rogue trader.
Theodora von Valentius is dead. I found her and the Arch Militant in her study.
God Emperor, preserve us. The rogue traitor is dead. The ship has lost her Lord Captain, and the house its head. No matter what ritual Kunrad is performing there, the warp is too strong. I cannot withstand it. I feel my body changing with every second. The warp is ringing in the air. This is the end. We will perish in the warp, along with the Warrant and all the dynasty's heirs. The enemy of humanity has triumphed.
I've seen it before. We'd better get away from him. The changes are already accelerating.
I forbid you the very thought of yielding. Only by resigning to your fate will you truly suffer defeat.
Words worthy of a righteous soul.
Save the lofty words for later, will you? The navigator's ready to take the ship out of the warp if he gets some help from the bridge.
Then we have no right to bow our heads.
But yeah, this looks very Zinchi. You can see Kunrad Voktvir clearly in the gloom of the bridge. The broken blade he is holding is stained with dark drops that seem to have a pearlescent glimmer to them.
We are out of time.
Edelthred bites his knuckles, desperately thinking. You see a wave ripple across the whites of Edelthred's eyes, and they begin to turn a sickly yellow. That complicates things.
The ritual will not be completed. I'll take care of it. And you, see to it that the void ship breaks free from the warp. Watch over our realm. And farewell. Accursed traitor! A time will come when you will bleed for her ladyship Theodora's murder. Remember my words, for they are the vow of he who marches toward his death.
What? Theodora is dead? No, that can't be. Not now. I still haven't.
It feels like you have been betrayed, to be honest.
Your ritual won't be finished, heretic!
I kinda doubt that. Ah, yeah.
Retribution.
I died many times in this one. Even in the normal difficulty, it was still a rather hard combat. So we can decide where we position ourselves and our troop. So I don't know. Yeah, I will go somewhere back in the line. He has a nasty AoE attack. I rather not be a target of that. So she can go there. She can... Actually, she can go there and she can go here. You will go there. You do not want to stand in melee with this one. And yeah, let's start the battle. Why is she standing here? Why are you there? Ah! Ah yeah, I switched places. Oh well. Let's...
I'll see to it personally.
This one will go up very rapidly anyways, so yeah.
I'll make it happen.
15, not too bad. And we end our turn.
God Emperor, move through me. Feed the fire in my heart.
Very good, we killed one. Who's this one? I constantly forgot about that one.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
So...
Each strike is a prayer.
at least another one dead. Ah, fuck, I should have moved her. Yeah, oh well. No, now she dies. End turn.
I bring ruin.
Anything else? On it.
I think we should be able to hit those two maybe, so let's try.
Will do.
Very good. 'Cause this one needed to be defeated. If this one reaches a certain thresholds of HP, it will feed on its heretic cult members and basically regenerate health, while still also dealing a lot of damage. So taking out those cutthroats is actually beneficial to us.
Victory is imminent.
Let's stand here, just so she doesn't get necessarily hit. Yeah.
A tactically sound approach. Brace yourself, Abelard.
My faith strengthens me.
Moving out.
He's trying. Wait, can I hit that guy down there? Let's see. Oh, that one? I am able to hit that one, so I think I'm gonna do that. But firstly, I apply this one,
I'll see to it personally.
and then I'm gonna do that.
Don't let your guard down.
That is unless I miss, obviously. She can move here. Yeah, she has, I think, a higher chance of hitting that one.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
I'm sorry, Adelard. I did not intend to shoot you. Yeah, we can reload right now. I think I'm gonna do that.
That is not my destiny.
Ah, there's like the tables, okay. I won't be able to hit anyone from this position. Oh, I hate it so much. He will heal. Well, I don't have to do this necessarily. Just yet. But then again, I don't want the combat to continue too much longer. Ah, I hate it. Like, maybe she can move here and target that one in the back.
Not this Scryer's job.
Okay.
I'm not so sure.
Okay. That's no good then. Yeah, I'm not gonna hit that one. I think I'm just gonna wait in the corner there.
Chaos guides me.
Indeed. I will do my duty.
I don't think he deals enough damage to trigger anything.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged.
She did always want to be a martyr.
Yeah. Definitely not on normal difficulty. That is very unfortunate. Yeah.
I've suffered worse.
Uh-huh. Should have moved out of the poison at least. Oh god, how can you miss? How can you miss like that? And he didn't actually kill any one of his guys. It's very unfortunate. But sure, it means I can actually do this
Who
one.
if not me?
We would hit Abelard. Let's try not to do that, in fact.
It's as good as done. You should have thought twice before crossing me.
I hope they are out of range for him. Because otherwise I couldn't explain that to myself.
But of course. Was that you? Or Tyrion is calling to me.
Yeah, I know.
I serve the ruinous powers.
At your beck and call. Victory is imminent.
He hasn't lost much HP, but I've seen this.
Careful now.
I would not like for me to happen, for him to happen that way, or something like that.
Oh, my ears are ringing.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm also suffering from the warp.
On it.
Of course he would dodge.
Will do. On it.
Chaos guides me.
It will be done.
Yeah.
I've suffered worse.
Keep that in mind. Thank you.
I'll brush this off.
Ugh.
I'll see to it personally.
Anything else? Will do.
I wish you would stop missing. But so well.
I will do my duty. The healing is much appreciated. It will be done.
Parried, okay. Ah. Yeah, my character will die. Let's first move out of this poison.
Taking calculated risk is my second nature.
And we have to reload, of course. Such a good time.
Was it you? Or on it?
At your beck and call. Ah, careful now. It will be done. Just a minor setback.
Yeah.
Catch my breath.
Next turn my character is definitely dead. Could try to move here. Abelard is still has its turn before I drop dead. We have to move here, otherwise I can't attack that thing.
I'll make it happen. I'm ready for whatever comes.
Will do. Anything else?
Let's patch you up.
I owe you a debt.
At your beck and call. Victory is imminent. Loss in our ranks.
Yep, that's the issue. We are in his attack range with that.
Why did I not foresee this?
I do not know.
But of course. Anything else?
I will do my duty. Indeed. I've suffered worse.
What is this foreboding?
Ah, that's also poison. Shit. Last healing kit. Ah.
Field medicine at its finest.
We have one action point left. Braced, yeah. Sure, why not?
My ears are ringing.
I feel cold. Will do. Did you want something?
So we have now a crippled arm on the left and she too. Oh wow. We have a level up
These
though.
calculations are for commoners. I don't make mistakes. I make profitable
We made
learning
mistakes.
experiences.
We definitely did do make mistakes. I don't think I'm gonna increase that one. And use the skill. Or learn the skill. I like both of these. Sure, it is recommended. I think I'm gonna go for toughness for now. For her we take perception. Those are like telepathy abilities. Forsaken world. I would have to check what she has chosen for humanity's finest. Let's take a natural luck. Sure, for now her agility. I like both camaraderie and unpredictable. Let's take camaraderie for now. I think that would be all. Yeah.
I always keep my options open.
The heir is dead. He sacrificed himself to save the entire dynasty.
A noble deed. Let the crew offer prayers for the hero who renounced his impure life in the name of humanity.
Rivor, Master Helmsman, systems status report.
By the Emperor, it's the Seneschal. Living and breathing. Well, there's a tricky question. The old place is so overgrown with foul wickedry. We'll be scrubbing it off the vid screens for throne knows how long.
We need to re-establish contact with the Navigator's Sanctum. It is our only chance of escaping from the warp. Your words seem to knock the officer out of their stupor, and the air around you fills with voices and commands being issued. You hear someone sobbing, one of the survivors, buckling under the stress. Edelard cuffs the crying officer without even looking.
Restore the Vox channel to the Navigator's Sanctum. Ready the crew. Prepare for translation to real space. You may call me superstitious, but translation is not a good time to disregard rules. You are the only one who speaks for House von Valancius. You may not be the Lord Captain, but you, more than anyone else, deserve to take her place in the ritual that is about to commence.
What must I do?
Take the Lord Captain's seat. Order the final preparations. Wait for the officers to report and... blast it all to the void! Translation is a craft, not something to be explained in a tick. Just go up to the throne, Master. These people are about to do the impossible. The least they deserve is the solace of seeing a figure sitting in the usual spot. Please, hurry. Every second we waste is a terrible risk.
Alright, I'm ready. Begin, I suppose. The image before you is hazy, swaying in sorcerous currents invisible to mortal eyes, as if whatever is beneath this thin shell is constantly changing, while still remaining the same. It has taken on the guise of Theodora, but the false rogue trader's eyes reveal the entity's true, surreal nature. One of Theodora's eyes is engulfed in overworldly fire, the other, a vessel of ancient evil, bores into you. A voice seeps directly into your brain without ever reaching your ears, and this voice booms with all the horrors of the warp.
Who are you to oppose destiny itself for the sake of lives that are not your own? So many threads stretch between you and other creatures of your world. Pitiful, worthless links, ready to shatter at the slightest touch. A muddled, erratic, pointless tangle.
It resonates and merges with the voices that have already dug their foul roots into your consciousness. A moment later you realize that all these voices are the myriad manifestations of the same call that has finally invaded your mind. I'm saving these people. Do your worst, but you cannot stop me.
Lead them, mortal. Guide them. Persuade them.
and the steps chosen. And yet, you broke the unbreakable when you took the aspirant's place. I see you. On the day when the final dawn rises over the Iron World, I see you by my side on that day. The day of my resurrection.
Your image is woven into the tapestry of things to come. I am the will of the weaver of destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. The thread that will guide you and the weapon of our return to me.
The path is set, child of the dawn. The thread is woven. Follow it, servant of mine.
Seneschal, the Navigator's sanctum is silent. The Vox signal is stable, which means...
The Navigator gave his life battling the storm that nearly claimed the Von Valancius flagship. We will honor his memory, along with that of all who died this day.
Seneschal, will you tell us now? Who is that? Where's the Lord Captain?
As First Officer, it is my duty to inform you, with the greatest regret and indelible sorrow, that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory never fade from the annals of the dynasty. By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision, it is hereby declared that the successor to Theodora von Valancius is her heir, the rightful inheritor of the Warrant of Trade, and the title of Rogue Trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim, have you lost your tongues? Hail your lord. It is because of his toils that we all still live. The deed is done, Master. My apologies. I meant to say Lord Captain.
And thus we are the Rogue Trader.
The treachery of the Master of Whispers was fruitless, but victory came at a great cost. Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius perished along with her heir, Edelthrad, and thousands of crew members. Yet hope remained, for the second in line to the Rogue Trader dynasty survived, and through the strength of his resolve, saved those who were counting on him for protection.
Yeah, from now on, those characters won't necessarily read out everything for us, so we have to read ourselves. Cargo management. Open the cargo management screen to learn more about the cargo on your flagship, the amount, the types, and the percentage of cargo being filled up. On the cargo tab, you can see details about the items packed in each cargo slot. If you need to use an item that is already packed, move that item back to your inventory. Cargo is needed when trading with merchants. You will meet them soon. Deep shadows of weariness can be seen on Adabad's face. Though the old officer's eyes are keen, they rake over you from head to toe. He frowns, mutters something, then nods to himself. Well then, your lordship. You cannot help but notice that the seneschal does not know how to talk to you or where to begin. His hesitation brings an involuntary smirk to your face, as though someone else entirely is gloating at the old officer's confusion. Seeing you smile, Adalbert pulls himself together. You must now hold your first officer's briefing in your new role as Lord Captain. For many of those who are about to join us on the bridge, this will also be their first briefing. We sustained massive losses among the soldiers and middle-ranking officers. Some posts had to be filled by the deputy's deputy's deputy, while others go unfilled entirely. And now the deck clans are deciding who will take over the leader's crews. Wait, Abelard, there is an altogether more pressing problem. I do not wish to be the rogue trader. The old officer gasps and looks at you oddly. I do agree that your elevation to your new status was rather precipitous. I assure you that there are good reasons for it. Not least the fact that without a Lord Captain, the ship would be destined for naught but disaster. But I digress. Adalbard's voice softens slightly. You do not have a choice, Old. You are the named heir of the rogue trader, and your fate is predetermined. Besides, the seneschal lowers his voice, if Kunrad is intent on eliminating all the candidates, then his assassins must still be out there, waiting. I doubt they are reckless enough to attack you if you are draped. Well, I apologize, in the middle of the rogue trader. But if you were to disembark, the ship bearing only the status of an ordinary servant of the Emperor. Like, we can still insist to leave the ship, then we would have finished the game. Credits would roll. They are very long, so technically speaking, I have finished this game at least once. So yeah, no, but obviously that is not what we do in this Let's Play, so it's difficult to accept this state of affairs, but I shall endeavor to do so. Abelard nods deferentially. We all have burdens to carry in the name of the God Emperor Hold. What is the agenda for this meeting? Reports on the condition of the ship and crew. The Lord Captain is not usually drawn away from her important affairs to attend such routine briefings, but this is a unique situation. I'm still receiving updates from across the ship, and they are not encouraging. Getting this bird to fly could take gargantuan effort, even so far as you're personally negotiating with the authorities of the system we are currently in. So prepare to hear a beview of complaints and excuses, Your Lordship. Take this opportunity to get a good look at the officers who work 6 decks away from the bridge, and they in turn will have the honor of beholding the visage of the Lord Captain. How did we come to lose so many officers? Like, I feel like I could answer that question on my own, but still. It appears the heretics were deliberately targeted the vessel's command. They knew exactly whom they were looking for, and they were where they could be found, which is unsurprising, given that the informant on board was our own Master of Whispers. Adalbert grimaces. Well, and if I can save the game now, I would do so. Can I do that? No. Oh gosh. So much reading to do. Oh, well. I'm ready to start the briefing. Summon the officers. With a gesture, Abelard relays the order to the adjutants at the far end of the magnificent chamber. So much reading. Hold on. I will definitely need water for this before I commence that. And it's a good thing I have it in recording, because in my other playthrough, my previous recording, I played through this instance. And yeah, I was not able to memorize very much of what was said, so yeah, maybe having that in recording would help. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna drink something and then I'm gonna continue. Yeah, I also took a quick look at the clock and yeah, it's almost time for me to go to sleep, go to bed. I have to wake up at 1 a.m. Bloody hells. A dozen pair of eyes bore into you, the expressions revealing restraint, joy, curiosity, and wariness. Attention officers, you have been granted an honor. Lord Captain Holt van Valencius will personally conduct today's briefing. Our most gracious Lord Captain is ready to hear your reports. Perhaps you would introduce those present, Abelard. As you wish, your lordship. Abelard points to a tall, slender woman whose body seems to contain as many implants as it does flesh. Victis Suriotta of the Tollyman line, our new Voxmaster. It is an honor to serve your lordship, the Voxmaster offers a deep bow. Aboard this vessel you have at your command thousands of crew members and hundreds of officers and section chiefs. I am responsible for receiving, processing, and sending all communications between you and them, as well as external sources. I am your eyes and mouth, Lord Captain. Beside her is Rather, the master of helmsmen. He steers our ship along the course set by the Lord Captain and monitors the void around us, to ensure that we do not stray into the asteroid field or a pirate trap. The bearded man with pale, almost transparent skin, large dark circles under his eyes, and a dour expression that seems hardwired into his face, gives a sullen nod. Hey, Lord Captain, this here ship's as good as home to me, so rest assured she's in safe hands, and I'll die before I let her come to any grief. And what did you call the last, thingy? And lastly, our high factotum Danrus Danrock oversees supplies, procurement, procurement, and the general material well-being of the ship. Dressed in an embroidered jacket, the heavy-set man with oiled hair offers an obsequious smile and bows. It is an honor, your lordship. You may trust me with all matters concerning your comfort. Everything will be done to the highest standard. In the second row, we have the 3 officers charged with overseeing the ship's vital functions. The Master of Ordnance is responsible for the artillery aboard. The Infernus Master, whose crew work to prevent and extinguish fires on the ship. And lastly, the Drives Master, servant of the Amnesia. Continue. The 3 officers salute you. The Infernus Master does so with confidence, while the Master of Ordnance betrays nervousness. The Drives Master offers a salute resembling a dance, involving the complicated manipulation of all the tech priests' mechanities. Is that everyone? Unfortunately, our choir master, the esteemed Zachary Weiss, head of the Astropath section, is unable to join us. He is in charge of communication with distant star system. Master Weiss has been in a trance for some time now, attempting to contact other planets in the Von Valencius Protectorate and inform them of Lady Theodora's passing and Conrad Woctavier's treachery. I will deliver a report to your lordship on the Astropath progress as soon as it's possible to do so. It is equally regrettable that 2 more individuals worthy of mention could not join us at the briefing. The Master at Arms and Confessor Confessor Adalbert. The eminent Adalbert must see to the funeral services being held for the fallen officers, of whom there are too many for him to take leave from the chapel, and Mr. Sauerbach, who has replaced her late predecessor as a master-at-arms, is currently leading the search for any surviving agents of Octavia. All other present are adjutants, secretaries, and deputies. They are here to make of a record of proceedings. I wish to hear from the Infernus Master report. Yes, Lord Captain. The tall man bows his head in deference. I can report that all fires across all decks have been extinguished. The preliminary damage assessment, in terms of material losses and crew casualties, has been completed. The results have been submitted to the Seneschal and the High Factorum. The post passed to him after the previous Infernus Master and his next 3 deputies expired in the line of duty. Adalbert remarks in a low voice pitched for your ears only. The lad is managing well so far. He can take the heat, so to speak. High Factorum, what have you to report? We are toiling day and night to compile a full account of the losses. The task will require next to no involvement from your lordship. I will personally ensure that all damaged components are given into the tech priest's hands for attention, and that all lost supplies are replaced. There is only one resource that I cannot replenish single-handedly, and that is people. We have lots more than 2,000 crew members, and unfortunately, this number is not confined to the scum from the lower decks, which are easily replaced, but also includes trained professionals. We will be able to make up our losses on the nearest planet, Ricat Minoris. However, the planet, the host system, in fact, belongs to the Winter-Scale Rogue Trader dynasty. We cannot simply begin recruiting on the planet without first coming to an understanding with the governor. In that respect, I'm powerless. Negotiations at this level are a matter for the Rogue Trader. Especially true, given Coligos Winterscare's penchant for attacking first and asking questions later, and the kind of thick-skulled thugs he usually installs as governors on his planets. Rumbles Abelard, frowning. Drivesmaster, we'll hear from you now. A voice distorted by a Vox retranslator emerges from under the tech priest's scarlet hood. Lord Captain, the forces that set up upon this noble void ship destroyed the repositories of hundreds of machine spirits. Their great warp engine, entrusted into my charge, is unharmed. Thank the Omnisire. But its spirit mourns its dead brethren. We have not yet identified a prayer protocol capable of assuaging its sorrow and anger. With great sorrow, I must also report that the Engineer Prime, overseer and spiritual authority of all tech priests on board, fell in battle. The Magos was betrayed by the little flesh that remained part of him. A most terrible loss. There is no one among my comrades aboard whose experience and comprehension of the sacred protocols equals that of the fallen Magos. We require a replacement, and as soon as possible. I see. Thank you. The tech priest bows. Oh, that's a she. Oh my god, I should have picked a different voice. Master Helmsman, deliver your status report. Right you are, Lord Captain. To cut a long story short, the outlook is bleak. The ship's sound, more or less, but without the Engineer Prime and the Navigator, who fell in battle, we have no way out of the system. If we try to set so much as a toe inside the warp, I don't know what'll happen first. A warp drive being torn to pieces, or all of us melting into the buckleheads. Your Lordship, if you will allow me to interject, when we arrived in the system, my crew followed standard protocols and conducted a count of the available communication channels in the region. One of them was a Navis Nobility station. The station maintains complete Vox silence, but even its presence here inspires hope. To have located a navigator in the very same system is an incredible stroke of luck, a true blessing from the God Emperor. A sharp bolt of pain lances through your skull as if in response to what you just heard. You understand that it is not the God Emperor you should thank for such good fortune. The words of the demon that appeared before you during the translation to real space echo in your mind. I am the will of the weave of destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. Yeah, that's like this whole pattern of speech, like weaver of destinies and fates and stuff. That sounds very Zinchi. If I were you, I'd grab this chance with both hands, or else you'll soon be eyeing up asteroids to use as your new residence. In slightly less shitty news, we can go round and round the system till our heads are swimming as long as the Promethean supplies last, and if any thick-ass grog shite lowlifes come sniffing around, we'll be able to take them out, so don't you worry on that score. Master of Ordnance, do you have anything to report? The Master of Ordnance gives you a gloomy look. No, my job's simple, maintain the arsenal and fire when I'm told. But just ask anyone. I've got no able crew, no Lord Captain. Master of Ordnance, you forget yourself. So what? Comes the officer's hostile and bitter reply. It is as if a dam has burst inside and all his pent-up emotions are rushing out of him. The ship's in ruins. Every second officer's dead. And now we've got a green Lord Captain who's supposed to lead us to void knows where. Silence! The bridge's magnificent glass panes seem to tremble under the force of Abelard's roar. Enforcers, seize this mutineer! Abelard grunts. If only one officer out of the whole lot has fallen to pieces, then that's not bad at all. Your lordship, I do humbly apologize on behalf of the entire crew. What would you have us do with the Master of Ordnance? The former Master of Ordnance, I should say. Besides, find a replacement, that is, for we already have one lined up. I'm still going with the Iconoclast. Stand down. Release him. I have no intention of punishing a man for a moment of weakness. Not after the terrible attack we have endured. Abelard stared unblinkingly at the Master of Ordnance. Cease your sniveling. You disgrace yourself and your entire clan. Enough. The hysterics are over. Let us resume. The Master of Ordnance stands up, wiping the blood from his broken nose. His face is a picture of shock. What just happened seems to be dawning on him only now, and the knowledge of the fate he so narrowly escaped. To summarize, we have sustained serious losses in crew members, and we require a new Engineer Prime and Navigator. Is that all that is preventing us from continuing the voyage? Precisely, Lord Captain, but bear in mind that this will not be the end of our trials. The ship's systems must be properly inspected for major damage, which can only be carried out at Footfall Station, home to the only dockyard in the sector. But we'll never reach Footfall without first solving these three immediate problems. What can you tell me about the system in which we currently find ourselves? I see to the Voxmaster on this point. Mistress Tollyman. We are in the Rykard star system. Our voyage here was undertaken on the orders of your lordship's predecessor. There are 3 inhabited bodies in the system, and our attempts to send Vox messages have produced confounding results. The Navis Nobility Station has not simply failed to answer. It seems to be maintaining total Vox silence. However, we did receive a distress signal from the prison planetoid in the system, and Rykite Manoris itself is also not responding to our hails. But what is most alarming is that our gurus have intercepted signals from the surface that seem to indicate ongoing hostilities on the planet. The situation is not very encouraging, but without a navigator, a tech priest, and new crew members, we won't be able to travel anywhere. Therefore, we must go to the planet, the Navis Nobility Station, and find out what in the void is going on. Well, thank you for all your reports. Dismissed. The assembled officers salute you as one. Your lordship, there is one other thing. A confidential matter of the utmost importance. Lady Theodora. Abelard hesitates. Your eternally esteemed predecessor brought the ship here to the system for a reason. She was given a secret commission. You perhaps were wondering who was the authority to commission a rogue trader to do anything, and I shall tell you. The Lord Inquisitor, the Hand of the Emperor, the chief architect of his will in the Coronos Expanse. I came across a strange handwritten letter on Theodora's desk. It was signed XC. Are you referring to the contents of that note, I presume? You are referring to it, I presume. Yes, quite right. XC. Xavier Salazar? He's Salsa. I apologize for all the Warhammer 40k fans who might know how that one is pronounced, but yeah. Lady Theodora was to seek out the Lord Inquisitor's right-hand man, one Hendrix van Kellogg's. Ah! An interrogator, you understand. I apologize. Again. All I know is that he is somewhere in the system, that we must find him and offer him whatever assistance he requires, and then deliver him to Footfall in the Ferribundus system. Finding him without any more information to go on will be difficult indeed, but the Inquisitor is an important individual. The authorities in the system, neither the Novice nobility or the governor of Rykard Manoris, may know something. That is all of it, your lordship. You have a great deal of work ahead of you, but it is a mere taste of the daily burden of the rogue trader. Soon you must take up the reins of the Van Valencios protectorate. Abelard gives you another scrutinizing look, as if trying to gauge how long you will hold out under this mountain of problems. His face softens slightly. It seems he is about to offer some words of encouragement. Idira, Sister Argenta, explain yourselves. The Sister of Battle grimly nods towards Idira. The Psyker is suffering some ailment, or dark madness. She insists on seeing the rogue trader. I judged that it would be unwise to leave her unsupervised. For a brief moment, Sister Argenta's voice sounded hesitant. I was also hoping to approach you with a personal request, but it can wait. Speak with me when you have time, rogue trader. Idira's glazed eyes rove over those assembled. One word bursts from her lips. Daybreak. Idira, come to your senses. Damn it! Idira presses her fingers to her temples in desperation. Lordship, here's the thing. I was trying to see the immediate future, and it hit me so hard. My head is still spinning. Something very strange is heading our way, and I can't make out what it is, no matter how hard I try. A single word is all I can make out. Daybreak. Or maybe it's dawn. And it's ringing, and ringing like an echo, like a bell. But if it's daybreak, then why is it so dark? We cannot extract any information of value from a single word. Can you tell us anything else, Mistress Class? No. Not yet, anyway. The voices are going berserk, or shouting at once. I can't make sense of any of it. As soon as I know or sense anything, I report it, all right? Look, Captain, if you want me to take a closer look into your future, find me on the bridge and we can talk.
Lady Theodora was very well served by my whispers on many occasions, and I'm sure you would benefit from them as well.
Well, sure. Give a diviner some divination. The Psyker's bitten lips stretched into a wry smile. If there's nothing else of value to report, I declare this briefing concluded. It is time to get to work. Is it done? Is it all? We have autosaved. Can we move? We can move. That means we can end this. So, that is for the second episode of the Rogue Trader Let's Play. If you've stayed thus long, I hope you've enjoyed. And yeah, regardless, I wish you a lovely day. As a side note, I've mentioned it in the description of the previous video, but yeah, as long as I don't have access to a controller, I will be playing Rogue Trader in the meantime. I'm enjoying this game. Honestly, I was itching to play that game, so that is why I'm playing it right now. And yeah, that is that. Have a lovely day, and bye-bye.